Welcome to Middle East Minute by Al Monitor. From our studio in New York, I'm Adam Lucente. Here are the headlines we're looking at across the region. Switzerland's foreign ministry said that, quote, initial negotiations on implementing the U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding would take place in the European country on Friday. Officials from the U.S., Iran, Pakistan, Qatar, and other countries will attend, according to the ministry. U.S. President Donald Trump signed the MOU on Wednesday, he told reporters after a dinner with French President Emmanuel Macron. Photos on Iranian state media showed their president, Masoud Pezeshkian, had signed as well. The 14 points in the MOU stipulate an end to the war on all fronts, including Lebanon, the removal of U.S. forces from areas near Iran, normalization of maritime traffic in the Gulf, dialogue between Iran and Oman on future arrangements in the Strait of Hormuz, a $300 billion reconstruction and economic development plan for Iran, the lifting of sanctions on the Islamic Republic, an Iranian pledge to not seek nuclear weapons, and the start of 60 days of further negotiations, which are expected to focus on the nuclear issue. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said on Thursday that war could, quote, recommence if underneath the timeline of these talks, Iran does not do what it says it's going to do. He made those comments following talks with NATO defense ministers in Brussels. Trump warned on Wednesday that the interim agreement is, quote, not final, and that he could return to bombing Iran if he doesn't like the outcome. Meanwhile, shipping is starting to return to normal in the Gulf, albeit slowly. Reuters reported on Thursday that 3 Saudi-flagged tankers carrying 6 million barrels of crude oil passed through Hormuz after Trump signed the deal. 3 Iranian tankers carrying 4.8 million barrels of oil traversed the U.S. blockade area earlier in the week. Brent crude oil was trading at around $78 a barrel as of 8 a.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. on Thursday, down more than 1% on the day. Trump celebrated the fall in oil prices and the performance of the stock market in a Truth Social post, chastising critics of his deal with Iran. The Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday that U.S. stocks are set for a rebound. Trump announced on Wednesday that Lebanese President Joseph Aoun would visit the White House in the next week or two. The local Lebanese outlet, LBCI, reported that the 5th round of U.S.-mediated talks between Israel and Lebanon would begin on June 23rd. Now, an Israeli official told Reuters that Israel is, quote, conducting stubborn negotiations with the U.S. over its troop presence in southern Lebanon. Lebanon's national news agency reported 2 Israeli drone strikes in the south on Thursday, while the Israeli military released a map specifying where it is operating in the south. Thanks for listening to Middle East Minute. For the links to these stories and to keep up with headlines from across the region, visit almonitor.com. And just a quick note, we are taking a short break, and the podcast will resume on Monday, June 29th. Until next time, I'm Adam Lucente.